What's up, guys? So this is vlog number 5, and actually I wanted to talk to you guys about a very important topic today. And what happens is, like, a lot of people, they tend to get involved in other people's relationships, and that's not something we should be doing. Like, if you are not in a relationship or you don't have a healthy relationship, that I don't understand why you're trying to get in someone else's relationship. That doesn't make sense, you know. And in all honesty, what I've seen in life is what happens is it usually comes and bites you back in your ass, you know, like, because you're just meddling in the wrong affairs. Now, if you want to be like a, you know, if you want to lend someone your ear just so they could, like, you know, vent for a second, and you want to say some neutral things like, yeah, I understand, or, you know, oh, that's horrible, or, you know, without having to really get involved or, like, just get someone to react off of what you said, that's a little better. Like, I think I would rather go that way if I had to. But in all reality, I would try to stay away. Like, I have this whole hippie mentality. Like, I don't want to get involved in negative stuff. Like, there's just so much going on in life, and, like, you know, like, even like with this whole World War III shit, like, there's just, you know, it's summertime, it's hot. Like, people are just ready to fight you all the time. So I would not get involved in other people's relationships. I would always definitely try to be like a neutral, nice, soft, positive person when it comes to other people's problems. Um, but in reality, you know, this is one of the best examples I heard, and I honestly stick to this. And I would advise this to anyone, is that, you know, one time someone asked David Beckham, like, oh, you know, how do you keep your a relationship with Posh Spice? Like, how do you do it? Like, you guys, like, how do you guys, like, not, you know, have an affair on each other, or, like, just keep this healthy relationship in front of the media? And he said, I made my wife my best friend, and in real life, who wants to hurt their best friend? And it's true, like, in real life, who wants to hurt their best friend? I know I don't. Like, if that's my best friend, I'm gonna go out of my way even more than if he was a regular friend, because he's my best friend. So, like, you know, trying to make your partner, or, you know, the person you're trying to get with, your best friend. But, like, okay, so this is kind of, if you're already in a relationship, you're trying to have a healthy one, yeah, make that person your best friend. Okay, but do not try to make the person you're trying to date, or a girl that you like or you want to make your girlfriend, your best friend, because you don't want to go in the friend zone. Like, that's a dangerous place to be. I haven't seen anyone really go into the friend zone and then, like, try to get back out of it, or were able to make that transition where they were able to get that person. It's almost like a form of self-torture. Like, you're acting hella cool, you're doing everything, and you're getting no results, or at least the results that you want. That's not how you want to go about it. Like, if you like someone, you should definitely let them know that you're not in the friend zone, that you don't want to be there, at least. And if you do somehow put yourself in that position, I would right away make it evident, and, like, and kind of, like, look for IOI, an indicator of interest. And if it's not there, well, you got to move on, or you're just going to be wasting time and hurting yourself, you know. So always look for IOIs, and look, like I said, dress good, and always, you know, like, look your best and smell your best, and wear clothes that fit you. These things are extremely important. um, some of the techniques that I wanted to go over today were just two basic ones. There's the lion technique, and a lion technique is where you have your women, or your woman, actually, sorry. Well, lion, actually, the reason I said women, because a lion will usually have more than one lioness in his pack. And usually what they do is they mimic what a lion would do. They would kind of hang out and be the authority and make sure no other lions come around. But, you know, they would also make sure, like, the women are going out and hunting. And now, a lot of times, like, men don't want their women to work, and I don't understand why. Like, you know, idle hands are the devil's hands. I definitely, my girlfriend works and I work, and, you know, I think that's how it should be. I would not want to, like, now it depends, like, you know, where you're at, what your situation is. But hey, maybe you're, you know, from a culture where, you know, you don't want your wife or your woman working. Well, okay, we'll start a business, get her involved somehow, start an internet business, do something, you know, like, everyone should be producing. We just live in a time and an age like that, and if you can get your spouse involved, or like, you should do that. Like, don't let them just sit at home. Now, if they're taking care of their kids, that's why I would say try to start an at-home business. I mean, we're living in the era where people are drop shipping, and they're doing all types of like affiliate programs and things like that. So if you're not doing that, start getting into it. you know um a lot of days, and a lot of people nowadays are teaching the squirrel technique, which is kind of like get your food and leave. Or what a squirrel is like, it gets its nut and it leaves. So it's called the nut and leave technique, and it never looks back, it keeps going. And it's a little different from the line technique, but there's no real love or loyalty involved in it. It's kind of more like you're just giving into your animalistic nature. And like, if you're not really like getting girls, or you don't have that in your life, it's good for like the immediate relief of like having the pain of not having a girl in your life. But at some point you're gonna start to regret it, because the way we're genetically made, or we're made, like, I believe we're made to eventually find love. And if you don't, and like, even if you're going through it, or you're having multiple girls, at some point you're gonna realize that's just not what you were made for. And even in that process, you're gonna try to find the one, and there's gonna be that girl that when you meet her, no other woman's gonna matter. And if right now you're with a girl and you're looking at other women, maybe you're not with the right girl. So don't try to drag things out if it's not worth it. But I don't preach um having multiple partners, or like cheating on your girlfriend. I don't believe in cheating. If things aren't working out, you're not happy with the relationship you're in, I think you should break up and then move forward. But if you're in a relationship at that moment, I think cheating is wrong. I think it's disrespectful. And when you guys committed to each other, at least don't break that commitment until both parties understand that it's come to an end. That behind the back shit, all that stuff, I don't like that. That's not how I play. I try to keep it green, try to keep it clean. So this is my vlog for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. They're gonna start getting more in depth, more thorough. I'm actually preparing a PowerPoint for you guys. So just stay tuned and listen to my previous videos, and I'll build on top of them. And I don't just offer like tips for like getting women, but it's like an overall journey. And look, I'm on this journey with you guys, like, so as I go on and I expand and I get bigger, you'll see that in my vlog, you'll see that in my videos. I'm always going to keep you guys updated, and you'll see that right now I'm not at the very bottom, but I'm not at the top. So like, I'm trying to get there. So as I get there, I'm going to tell you people my tips and tricks. And the first thing I started with was fixing my credit. So I sent you guys that link, and I'll even show you guys the results as it goes. Within a month, 120 points jump up. So let's see what happens. And you guys have a wonderful day. It's Dr. Cool, and keep it cool, keep it positive, guys. All right, later.